Side quest time. Ah, you must be Fidelio. Nicht Del from Metaphor. You sent in a request about a photography club to the student council, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm actually head of the photography club. Given that you're a first year helping out the student council, I suppose that makes you the reading I've heard about. Cutie is charged. I believe your request said something about an issue with a first year club member. That's right, I was hoping I could attend it on my own, but that's becoming less and less likely. I really do want to stop Rex though, so would you be willing to lend me a hand? Sure. Of course, let's get him. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Like I said, the matter I want to discuss with you concerns a first year student by the name of Rex. Apparently he has been taking inappropriate photographs of girls without their permission. And to make matters worse, he has been exchanging them in shady deals with some of the other boys at the academy. That definitely sounds pretty sketchy. In fact, it sounds like a blatant violation of the academy's rules. It either does. I'm not sure exactly what kind of photographs they are, or what he's exchanging them for, but the fact that he's violating the rules of the academy is clear. If he keeps it up, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up suspended or expelled. And that's why I want to stop him before it's too late. That's true. He's practically doomed if the instructors or the girls themselves find out about this. Speaking of which, have you tried discussing this with Rex in private? I've asked about it a few times in passing, but he's always blazed innocent. I assume he thinks it's safe to continue as long as he doesn't get caught in the act. Let's see. In this case, let's catch him in the act. Bust him while he is exchanging his photos. I wish I didn't have to come to this, but I don't think we have any other choice at this point. But a word of warning, he's been extremely vigilant lately. I think I might have raised the issue one too many times and put him on the guard. Which is why I'm going to ask you to catch him for me. Alright? Let's see what I can do. Rex might be from different social classes, but I've always seen us as friends who share mutual trust. All I want is for him to understand what he's doing and stop, but it does make me sad that it has come to this. I just have to hope that catching him in the act will give us a chance to show him what he's doing is wrong. I suppose you're right. Either way, he seems to have a number of pre-arranged spots where he conducts these deals. I managed to work out 2 of them so far. The first of them is behind the storage building on the field, and the other is near the old schoolhouse. The sports too seems secluded enough to get away with some shady business. He has a good eye for these things. You're going to want to be careful when trying to get near him though. He has a knack for sensing danger. Tread very lightly. Keep that in mind. Anyway, I'll start looking for him in the 2 spots you mentioned. Alright. Und ja, ich würde mal sagen, bei der Academy Field, bei dem Gerät geschoben, den nutzen so viele, ich glaube, das ist kein guter Hiding Spot mehr. Weil ihn einfach alle als Hiding Spot nutzen. Oh, komm mal, einen Schluck auf. Oh man, this picture's great. Rex is an artist. Genius even. I don't mean to brag, but you're totally right. I am a genius. But looks like Fidelio hit that nail right on the head. I just need to see the deal and go down. So you've got the goods? Of course, man. I brought some top quality stuff. Now we're talking. Let's get. Hold up. What's going on next? Don't tell me it's that Fidelio guy again. No, not him. It's just a feeling. Let's put for now. We'll meet back up at Area B. Got it? Got it. I get great all of a sudden. What They're gone. Wait, did he sense I was here and run away? Sure seems that way, right? Oh, those boxes by the looks of it. So this is what Fidelia meant about him being really good at sensing danger. A tough one to catch. It's not going to happen if I waste my time standing around here though. Better find out where he went. Yeah then. Hey you! Oh hey Patrick! As you're hard at work again as the student council's errand boy, though I cannot imagine a more fitting role for the ringly guard of a class of misfits. He almost seems kind of down after last month. Like, he credit what he said, but it looks like we're back to the your Patrick again. What are you smiling about? Are we not expecting an apology for what I said last month? Because if so, you'll be waiting a long time. I admit, losing my composure like that wasn't befitting of my status as a member of the nobility, but yeah, I get it, I get it. I don't feel bent out of shape or anything, so let's just put it behind us, okay? Trying to feign nonchalance, are you? Always have to be the cool one, don't you, Schwarzer? Ah, no matter. I usually take care of whatever menial chores you've been saddled with for today. But I have no intention of letting you get the better of me again. In the classroom or in combat. So be ready. Tja, du bist niemals gegen uns gewinnen. What was that all about? Guess it means he really has been dwelling on what happened last month this whole time. Maybe it's not half bad after all. Naja, wir brauchen noch ein bisschen sehr an Character Development, bis es sich bessert. There it is. The same guy from before was with him too. Should have the picture on hand, so now would be the time to ask. Sorry, do you have a minute? What's that? Got a new customer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this stream from class 7. And the guy who's always helping out the student council. Damn, you just about closed the deal too. It would have been the one you noticed earlier then. No doubt about it. And he started for us. Can't let him see the stash though. What are you gonna do? He's already pretty close. Don't know if you've got a plan. If you make it out here alive, we meet at point C. You ready? Yeah. Got some questions for you too. What are you doing over there in that reading swimsuit, Alisa? Oh my god. The oldest trick in the book. Wait, Alisa? Where would she even be in a... Son of a... And they're gone already. They're there fast if nothing else. So that can't be good this time. It didn't seem like they finished their trailer. I've been to the places for that I mentioned, but it seems like they have another meeting spot. I want another the place no one will find them. Maybe like a building that's not used very often. I'm gonna start searching then. Schönes Meta-Ding, weil es gibt ein Gebäude, in dem wir bisher auch eigentlich noch nie drinne waren. Auditorium's open. He found his way in here. Gab es war auf einen der Balconies? No. Nope. Dann in den Backrooms wahrscheinlich. Nice, I'll take this one. But then it's a pleasure doing business with you. Seriously? Again? Okay, gotta go later. Good up, Rex. Okay, hand it over. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you, but you shouldn't have that photo. I guess I'm sunk. Fine, here you go. Being confiscated the offending photo. Was it a Toa? I'm a big fan, alright. Thought you got a problem with that. Not exactly. I wasn't sure what to expect when I heard that Rex was taking inappropriate photos, but it's just a picture of her working, like she always does. What's so great? It's Toa in her natural habitat. How can your heart not melt when you see that sweet look of determination? Taking a picture like this is an art, and you can't deny that Rex is a master of his craft, can you? Can you? Well, I really can't. But took this photo without permission, so... Yeah, I figured as much, that's why I handed it over. But are you sure you should be standing here talking to me while Rex gets away? Oh yeah, good point. Can't at least somewhere in the auditorium though. They're planning on hiding out and hoping I'll leave. I've got some bad news for you, Rex. Oh, I better not Get you buying candid photos again, got it. Yeah, got it. Nicht hier was versteckt? Nein, ne? Auf der anderen Seite sein. So Rex, it's over. There's no way to run. Just come quiet and brace for a lecture from Videlio. How did you even think to look up here? Alright, the game's up, Rex. I know all the photos we've taken without the subject's permissions. I don't even think about holding onto that photographs you used to take them. Fine, it's all I've got left though. I took out the photographs and photographs from Rex. Oh, they're remarkably rare, aren't they? Und man muss ihm mal die Props geben, das sind gut geschossene Fotos, not gonna lie. Vor allem die Frage ist, wie hat es geschafft, sie aus diesem Winkel zu kriegen? Ohne dass die Leute das mitbekommen. I mean, okay, Laura, ja, aber zum Beispiel so nah an Alisa dran? I mean, der muss direkt fast am Schläger dran sein, um das so gut zu kriegen. Look at it even more on the photo cards too. Well, yeah. It's already nice photos though, I'm surprised. So am I. They're already characteristic of the girls featured in them. They really convey each girl's enriched charm. So you like them too then? They're beautiful photographs, so I give you that. So, but it doesn't change the fact that they were taken without the girl's permission. It doesn't matter how well taken a picture is if its subject doesn't want to be photographed. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say here, don't you? I guess, yeah. By the way, we heard that you were exchanging them with some of the other students. That's right, I'm afraid we are going to need you to ask to give us whatever you traded for too. Fine. Excellent fit out of your magazine. It's full of pictures of girls. Good, at least he wasn't selling them for Mira. So now what happens to me? If the photos were too risk, I was going to tell you to leave the club, but a risk came. But I think I know just a way to put this all behind us. We ready to up the photographs and put the photo cards under a bright light, restoring the photographs on it. No! All my hard work, all my blood, sweat and tears. Compared to having the instructors find out about what you were doing, this is a cakewalk. Well, that's true. I doubt anyone other than Fidelio would have forgiven me for what I did either. Well, you're a top-notch photographer, after all. I know you do great things if you put your mind to it. You really think so? I'm sorry I haven't been coming to the club for a while, too. As long as I realized that what you did was wrong, I have no intentions of harming on the matter any further. Everything's okay between them now. It's a relief. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you to stop taking pictures of girls, but make sure you get their permissions in the future, okay? I'm sure the photographs you take will turn out even better that way. Okay. Sehr schön. So, Childhood Friends Intention. Könnte man extra AP bekommen. Which one is sort of the building? Ugh. Yes. Okay, das könnte ein bisschen disgusting werden, aber gut. Ich habe gleich einen optionalen Fight, wo ich nicht overdamagen darf. Aber Glasstorm, das ist nicht auf den Academy Grounds. You're British from class 2, right? Yes, so I'm here to help with the request that you sent in to the student council. That's me, alright? And you're reading from class 7? Now that we've established that we know each other, let's get down to business. Can you get started right now? I sure can, ask away. Ah, thank you. So you wrote that you're having some issues with your childhood friend. That's right, Ellen from class 4 to be specific. You're from the same town and you used to go to Sunday school together. I ended up having to leave that school though. And I never saw him after that, so that's why I was happy to run into him again here, but... I see where this is going. You're never a class student though, aren't you? I'm surprised you were childhood friends with someone who, well, isn't. Oh, is it that weird? Well, I wouldn't say it's weird, but it's pretty rare, isn't it? Well, it's true that nobles and commoners don't have many opportunities to interact with one another in Erebonia. I'm just a daughter of a baron though, so our family isn't all that influential. My father was never one to put much importance on social standing either. He even let me attend Sunday school on my own since it was close enough to home. That will explain it. Guess that is kind of like mine. So what exactly would you like me to do? You said you weren't sure what he was thinking. Well, I'm not sure why, but Alan's been doing everything he can to avoid me ever since we met up again here. He just gives me a good shoulder and I will try to speak to him too. Oh, that's not good. Any idea why he might be acting like this? Not at all, which is why I'm so worried. I haven't done anything that could have offended him the few times we've talked. It's not like you'd have some grudge from when you were younger, either. You got along so well back then that we used to play together all the time. That would be one thing if he was just avoiding me, but he started treating me like some sort of nuisance. As far as I can tell, everything seems to have happened to him at the fencing club. Those could definitely be related. Alright, it seems like the quickest solution is to ask Adam himself. Slow down for a sec. Don't worry, I'm not just going to walk right up to him and ask him directly. But he might be more willing to open up to another guy about it. I'll go talk to him and try and figure out what's going through his head. Well, thank you. Okay, I better go find him. Actually, before I do you know if he'll be at the fencing club today? Most likely, yes. We'll probably find him in the training hall. Got it. Before you go, Reem, please promise you'll tell me everything you managed to get out of him. If I'm to blame here, I'd rather know. Please don't hide it from me. I won't, I promise. Alright. So... Knit zum Fencing Club it goes. Excuse me, I'm looking for a guy named Alan. He's supposed to be a member of this club, but... Is he off today or something? Not with my permission, at least. He didn't even mention he'd be out today. Well, in other words, he's giving practice. Got a feeling in no worries, though. Let's see what exactly are you thinking. I would check the field if I were you. Unlike Patrick, Alan actually cares about his club. Chances are he's giving practice so he can train on his own. Well then, no, I didn't mention this, Patrick isn't here either. That's not really an excuse. But I find it hard to blame him after what happened. Come to figure out what did happen here last month. I don't hear rumors. I'd rather not dig this stuff up, but both of them are skipping today, so what the hell. Truth is, Alan Patrick faced off last month. Patrick, being the slimy little scumbag he is, made a show off of holding back and still beat Alan down. It was humiliating, crushed all of Alan's confidence right out of him. I don't doubt it. That's why I'm letting him off easy for now. I'd like to see him bounce back from this though. Tell you what, You can some business with Alan. Do us a favor and tell him to drop by. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but we'd appreciate it. Of course, I'll be sure to tell him if I have the chance. Patrick hat mal wieder Scheiße gebaut. Sehr schön. Wer soll mir Patrick nochmal die Fresse polieren? Merkt man, dass ich Patrick als Charakter so gar nicht mag. Das ist einer der nervigsten Charakter in dem Game. You're the guy from Class 7, right? A business between you or something? Oh, nothing like that. I saw you training out here and was pretty impressed, that's all. That said, you seem a little hesitant and it's getting in the way of your form. What makes you think you can just show up and criticize me? Just because you're a noble? Yeah, that's right, I've heard about you. Should I, a mighty noble like you, even talk to a lowly commoner like me? Or do you get a pass when it's condescension? Oh, that stuff has never really bothered me. It seems like this guy has a noble-shaped chip on his shoulder. Putting our baggage aside for now, you came here to train, didn't you? How about you join me for a while? Me? Train with you? You know, it's a chance to practice in a way you wouldn't normally. I'm sure you'll find it beneficial. What do you say? Well, I don't know what you're planning, but if it makes it stronger, then I'm on board. I wouldn't say no to some big fancy noble who took the time out of his busy day to ask me anyway. Okay, I'll get everything ready. One of the instructors ever let me borrow one of the combat shells. Goddess took Sarah and she gave him permission to use a combat shell. You guys use this thing in Class 7, right? Are you seriously going to fight it? It looks a little intimidating, but it makes for great riding, I promise. I'll take point for now, so feel free to attack as often as you'd like. Right. So. Meet the following conditions. Alan needs the finishing blow. Alan is conscious at the battle's end. Yep. Mal sehen, wie viel Damage ich baller. Okay, es geht. Gib mir mal einen Battlescope, maybe? Warum was denn? Da.
Ja. Might. Say ya.
Komm.
行くぞ。そこだ。た。
Halt dich mal bitte.
Ja. Might. Say.
Also der ist kein Arzt. Was Schönes, Nützliches für dich.
Ja.
Was war das für eine weirde Animation gerade? Move mal bitte nach hinten.
甘い俺の番だなたはっ俺の番だなそこだたはっ行くぞさあ一気に行くぞよっあ
Sehr schön. Did we win? Yeah, well, we did. That's surprising after that last attack of yours. It was decided to be hard. Thanks. I feel I've got some confidence back now. At least a little bit of it. Good to hear. What's the matter? Well, I feel kind of bad about all the flag I gave you earlier. That's all. I mean, you know, all the high and mighty noble stuff. Oh, don't worry about it. Is there some reason you got so caught up in that? It's married to say a lot, but envy, I guess. ESP offered almost everything I did. Sports, studying, anything you can think of. Still am, really. But I knew this noble was basically my opposite. She could try anything and do it flawlessly. I was always so frustrated by it. All I wanted to do was be her equal, but no matter what I did, I couldn't manage it. That's a pretty lame reason, huh? No, not at all. But the noble you're talking about, it's Bridget, isn't it? How did you know? Sorry, I guess it's time to come clean. I told Ellen about Bridget's request. So that's how she felt. Now that I think about it, I really have been acting like a jerk. In your defense, I can sort of understand why you acted that way. Nobody wants to show their weakness to someone they look up to. It's not even that I look up to her so much as I want her to just look at me. What do you mean by... nothing. Forget I said anything. So that's the way it is. Anyway, if that's what she sent you here for, I'll go talk to her. Besides, I owe a personal apology for being so mean to her lately. She needs to know that my issue was with myself, not with her. In fact, I'll go do that right now. That's a relief. Hope the two of you can smooth things over. Oh, me too. Thanks for all you've done for me today. Sehr schön. Hello, in Schwarzer of Class 7 speaking. It's Neither. I fear at the moment, Schwarzer. Yeah, did you need something? Good. As it happened, I have a little proposal for you. If a moment to spare, come speak with me in the faculty lounge. I'll give you the details in person. Is this an urgent matter? Oh, there's no need to rush, or even come along at all. If you can't make it, your other responsibilities take precedence. If you do have the time, however, I would appreciate your presence. Who knows what this proposal is? Hold on, wasn't you supposed to be returning to this unit today? Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out whatever it is when I make it to the faculty lounge. Oh. Schöner kann erstmal zurückgehen und gucken. Wir können mal gucken, ob man noch eine Interaction zwischen den beiden sieht. Oh, Patrick is here. Oh, but I'm not going to lecture you about not skipping this instead. What would you say to a little fight against me? I can't mention that would be a problem. But I would warn you that I won't hold back against anyone, even a woman. Well, I mean, give me everything you've got. You're that much more educational when I crush you. What? Go girl. I guess I've gotta go all out for the first time in a while. Viel Spaß. Viel Spaß. Ich gönn's ihr. Ich gönn's ihr hart. Oh, Ian, thank you so much for your help. Thanks to Ellen finally told me everything and it's such a relief. Everything, does it mean? That's right, he admitted that he was just taking his frustrations out on me. How ridiculous, right? You should know that if he's got something on his mind, I would always be there to listen and help him out. Hey, a man of the Empire can't just go around relying on everyone as to solve his problems for him. Looks like Arian's found a way to make the relationship even more complicated. Oh, yes. Please take this. Is that much, but it's the least I can do for much up to into other trouble. I never thought it worth it as trouble in the first place. Appreciate it though. Well, thanks too. The training session earlier taught me a lot. You and me both. We've got a tough road ahead of you, but good luck, soldier. Thanks, here's hoping. Huh? Ja, da hat die nicht gesagt, dass er eine Crush auf sie hat, aber gut. Gucken wir auch jetzt nochmal. Alan. Also Bridget ist hier. Ja. And that's why I'm like to set up comes here. Okay. Machen wir das. So, die jede Page haben wir für Daddy haben wir. Night hat kriegen wir gleich. Dorothy hat mal. Das können wir auch mal noch gucken. Double checken. Nope, ich habe Dorothy's Page nicht. Wahrscheinlich, weil ich noch nie mit Dorothy geredet habe, oder? Weil ich habe Dorothys Eintrag halt einfach nicht. Ja. Mately hobby, she writes somewhat obscene stories about romance between young men. Ich finde es lustig, wie die einfach nicht auftauchen und ich mit den Leuten noch nicht geredet habe. Interessant. Ich sollte vielleicht mal gucken, dass ich mal auch mindestens mal mit jedem Schüler, den ich mal sehe, geredet habe. Zumindest die Named Ones. Sollen aber eigentlich wenige sein mittlerweile. Ja, gut. Gehen wir mal zur Nightheart. Und ich schraube auf jeden Fall mal ein Safety Save hier. Hallo, Schwarzer. Wer will nicht Assisting Student Council? So. Yes, sir, we've managed to take care of our most pressing task. By the way, I was under the impression that you'd be returning to the military. What's the change of plans? I resolved my military business in record time. Got back not too long ago, in fact. You're saying you already come and gone? Oh, I must be exhausted. Exhausted doesn't begin to cover it. To make matters worse, Instructor Thomas roped me to drinking your comment last night. I would manage to get any shut-eye, though maybe I shouldn't be telling you about this. I was about to say, but he went out with Instructor Thomas even after all of that, huh? And I would have expected him to be so friendly. Moving on, Instructor Wallenstein told me about your swimming lessons. He seems though the man of Class 7 suffered a truly humiliating defeat. Can't really think of one. Outside and closer, Schwarzer. I'm referring to outside and closer. If what Inspector Wellstein told me holds true, let's do some circuits around all of you men. Or maybe I should say boys. Men of the Empire would not stand for this. For the sake of masculinity the world over, please tell me you at least felt a twinge of frustration. I mean, a twin? Sure. Then there may be hope for you yet. That's my sponsor. If you got the time and the guts, I'll be willing to teach you how men swim. I'm going to need you to clarify that. Swimming is more about knowing how to breathe and use your body than it is your body itself. As army men undergo training in order to learn how to swim quickly and efficiently, no wasted movements, no wasted breaths. I would be willing to pass this all on to you in order to keep you from being shown up by those two girls again. Alter. Diese Quest ist sehr stereotypisch, was Geschlechtsrollen angeht. Seriously? I'm more serious. If you get the stones, give her up class 7's men and I will teach you all at once. This might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Make your choice. Alright, let's get swimming. Well, if you're willing to teach us, I'm not going to waste this opportunity. Now there's an answer. Give up the other men and beat me in the gymnasium. Und wir machen nochmal das Minigame. So, why are we here again? Instructor Neidert wants us to teach us how to swim as effectively as possible. In that case, we are more gratitude. I still don't get why we need to assemble so quickly just for some swimming lessons. This is such a pressing issue for you, I can't imagine any of us would mind if you left us and went back to the dorm. It's not an issue, it's an observation, you swarmy little. Right then, let us begin. We begin with warm-ups, done in accordance with the man way method. Man way method? You just make it up. The name is not important, the method, on the other hand, is. You're racing each other one-on-one. Nothing gets a man motivated like some sweaty competition. Now, Sportler, why don't we start with you since you decided to pipe up about the name? Pick a first opponent. Yes, instructor. We need Machias for reasons. How about taking the first race, Machias? Sure, why not? Don't get it into your head, this will be easy just because you're a bit faster than I am, though. Ready, Max? Get set, go. Easy. I won't lose next time. I'll take you on any time you like. Are you here to chit-chat? Or are you here to swim? Get back here at once. Yes, Instructor. Right away, sir. Wir kriegen die Bonding Points und Mark der ist der einzigste, dem uns auch Bonding Points fehlen, dementsprechend. The man method warms up continues in this fashion. In the end, everyone had raced everyone without a single break. Yeah, 4 races in a row really takes its toll on you. I tell you, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I think we're about done for today. I'm ready for a nap. Any swimming could be tiring, but I didn't know it could get this bad. To do it for warm-ups, correct? I would appreciate it if we could get to the meat of these lessons. How naive. I think I might have missed... You're all naive, every last one of you. You boys think you're ready to learn anything after wimpy little warm-up like that? Oh, we still have a long way to go. Which leads us on to our next exercise of the day, limit breakers. I'm not the only one panicking about the word break being in the name. Am I? What are those exactly? There's no such thing as a dumb question, Ragnitz, but the one came awfully close. As I would suggest, this exercise has you swimming too, then through the limits of your endurance. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh no, instructor, this is a surefire way to drown. Don't do this to us. But don't worry, I'll give you 30 seconds to rest for every length of pool you swim. Are you serious? That doesn't sound like a joke to me. It is how they do it in the army. It seems as though each of you has expended all your reserves of energy by now. Was you surprised? None of us are dead yet. Is there any point to all of this? You still doubt me? As you're just checking how long your last times were. I'm sure you find yourself impressed. I'll check their final times just as Instructor Neidhart had suggested. No way. I felt like it took us hours to get across the pool. What exactly happened here? Once you reach your limit, the body dedicates all of its energy to swimming, no wasting an ounce on anything else. This is a method I told you about. Keep swimming like this and you'll be able to cut down your times even further. This is why you pushed us so far. There was a method to your madness all along. That's right. Tonight's comments aside, you all performed very well. You might want to use these to recover from your training though. Receive shower bombs. Thank you. That's all for today. But it's in the end. You better keep training so those girls don't show you up again. Of course. Thank you for taking the time to coach us. Eine relativ silly Sidequest, aber hey. Gut. Weil damit nun halt nur noch das alte Schulgebäude offen ist, würde ich mal sagen, wir machen ja erstmal eine Pause. Und sehen uns dann eventuell heute Abend wieder. Ansonsten morgen habe ich vor, wieder viel zu streamen. Und da hast du, also, da ist zumindest für meine deutschen Streams jetzt nur noch kurz die gerade als einziges Projekt da ist. Natürlich kurz die. Aber ja. Ich hoffe, es hat euch soweit gefallen. Und ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns dann später. Bis dahin. Ciao. Und bye bye.